I don't know, man. I think those Chinese folk are on some of that whole feng shui thing because we've just started recording out here again. And I'm like, damn, this feels nice.
Dude.
This is comfortable and chill and relaxing. Whenever we go into there to record, it's like going into work, put on your tie, go into your desk. It's like, ugh.
I feel so relaxed right now.
It's Sunday scaries, you know?
Yeah, dude, 100%.
And now, again, being out here, again, those Asian people, maybe those thousands of years, all that history prior to everything else, the old civilization, right, the old medicine, maybe they're on something. I don't know. The feng shui thing, it always sounded like, you know, feng shui to me, fucking some nonsense. But who knows? Maybe it is. Episode feels a little more chill. Just I'm facing you right now instead of looking towards you on some weird angle like every podcast ever. So
yeah,
maybe,
my neck doesn't hurt to stare at you.
I don't know. It feels pretty cool.
I'm thinking we should just knock that wall down, demolish all of that stuff.
Right. You think so?
I think so.
Just knock down the wall, not the wall. Just for reference as well, the wall we put up. There wasn't a wall there. We decided to put a wall there to close that room off to make it a room.
Well, in order to grow as a person, you're supposed to break down barriers, not build barriers.
I don't know. That's true.
That's what a lot of people say. I've heard that.
And people do say, like, you know, he who's resistant to change is destined to perish.
Exactly. So we should knock the wall
down. But there's such a thing as changing too much. Like maybe perhaps going back and forth. You know, for the guy who always complains about how you've, you know, given up on all your convictions in life, right? You're like, I am never going to drink alcohol. Do you understand me? Never. There's nothing good about that. It's not good for you. Okay. And then I was like, okay, Robbie, what'd you start doing? Drinking alcohol.
No, I don't.
And then you were like,
no, that's super bad for you. I don't do that.
And then you were like, hey.
No. I don't do that.
Smoking pot is... You look at me right now. You swear to God you'll never smoke pot, okay? Why didn't they call it dope, huh?
Don't be a dope. Why
didn't they call it dope? Because only dopes smoke it, okay? Look at you now. All right? You're probably doing what I'm doing right now. I'm looking in front of us between the two of us right now. There's a table on the coffee table. There's a little bamboo raw tray. What's inside the tray? Nice little bit of green.
Some foreign substance.
Nice little bit of green. I'm looking at it right now thinking, like, should I just put the microphone down for a minute? Should I just go fucking full silence? We've talked about it ad nauseum recently, how YouTube just says, fuck your success. They fucking hate to see you on top, pretty much, right? Honestly, now these rap songs, like, you know, fucking many men wish death upon me. Whatever that fucking shitty, that was good rap. That was a good example. That's for the shitty example of rap music for the other half of the listeners who have bad taste. That fucking DJ Khaled. What's that fucking name of his album where he's like, to success? Dude, I wish you for a fucking second you could help me out once and I have to just waste time, pull phones out, look at me. You're so fucking annoying.
It's so hard to follow your train of thought because you're going 90 miles a minute.
Dude, if you're not following this...
First of all, I'm not smoking because I don't smoke. It's a terrible habit to get into, as we established. Okay, but I'm getting like a second contact high just from being around you right now. It's hard to focus on your train of thought.
Suffering from success. That's the album. Bro, what were you doing in 2013?
What was I doing in 2013? Yeah. I was fucking in 8th grade.
All right, we'll be bumping it to Beagle. You're humming fucking show tunes, okay?
I was listening to Queensryche, as you always point out, riding in the school bus. Do I know what I was doing, actually? In 2000, would you say 2013?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2013. I was in 8th grade.
No, you weren't. You were a senior in 2013. You were 13.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude, I did. Oh,
You're an idiot. I was in 8th grade.
God, I'm such an idiot.
What year it is? That's how old I am, not how old you are.
Oh, fuck. I don't know what I was doing senior year. I never been that big.
What were you doing in 8th grade? Let's give you that roundabout answer. What were you giving in 8th grade?
You always make fun of me for listening to Queensryche. So I have
2008.
I have a distinct memory of Queensryche. I was listening to...
We're on the island.
On the school bus going to Rocky Point High School. And there's... Okay, they didn't have a younger sister. You're probably not going to know this. There was 3 sisters. I was trying to think of the one you maybe knew them. Anyways, backpedaling. Super cute chick was on our bus.
You're so cool when you take over the lead.
Thanks, man.
You're like, check this out.
Check this out. Ready? You got a good story, okay?
I'm really even fine. You know, we took off this past weekend. It's like, I feel like shit thinking like, wow, we're not even going to record for 2 days because we took off the holiday as if we've earned that with our minimal success, right? As if.
Well, when you two put the shackles back on,
And then I was like, and then you were like, you know, I had a 2-day break. I refined my craft a little bit. Check out this sick move. And you're just like that. After giving me shit saying that I'm going too many miles a minute, talking about too many things. You're like, so sisters, you might not know them. Actually, I don't know why I'm saying that. Let me move on. Let's go back over here. Okay, this is what's happening. It's like, that was a nice little roundabout.
Dude, I'm just following your lead, bro.
3-point turn, or as the less refined folks say, K-point turns. Instead of that nonsense, you did like a 96-point turn just now.
There's this really cute chick on the bus.
Right. That was always such a cool part of school.
Yeah, dude. When you got to her stop, that was always the best fucking feeling. It was also pretty cool, too, because you could sit
there and be like, fucking, you're like, oh, shit. You're like, fuck. She's right there. Fuck. Shit. And you sit there the entire time on the bus thinking, like, I go up to say, what's up, baby? Hey, how are you? And then it's like you never moved and you were sitting on the bus, and then she got first stop. Her stop was like, that's the really craziest thing. The girls you always had a crush on always had the first stop of the bus, and I was always the last stop of the bus, no matter what. I was always, you know, alphabetically last. That shouldn't count in fucking buses, but somehow I was always the last fucking bus stop or the second to last bus stop on every bus route ever. I've been on a lot of bus routes. A lot of schools, a lot of bus routes. Remember, before you get to your awesome story, that I'm sure is really good.
You know, fuck you, Alex. You look like such a fool.
Do you remember?
Okay?
Do you remember when this is actually pretty crazy? Do you remember how like maybe not for you, but I know for me, were the buses for you lettered?
Yeah, I think mine was K.
I had K as well at one point. But do you remember like every once in a while it would just randomly change and you're like, wait, hold on, what's my best?
I had a mini panic attack when that shit would happen.
It went from K to L one year, and I remember it was probably me and like Elias maybe, and maybe Connor. It was people who were on my bus. I remember the three of us
excuse me,
all got onto bus K to leave on like the first day of the new year. And we were all talking, and then we were like, hey, where's Mike? And where's John? Who are all these people?
My pants!
And then we're like, basically, my pants! And we're like, is this bus K? And they're like, yeah. And we're like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. And turned out our bus was now bus L.
That's fucking stupid.
You know how scary
also,
that was,
K
dude?
to L.
I know.
Make it fucking W. Make it something that's easy to
But they
remember
didn't
the
even tell us
difference.
there's like new buses. That was crazy. Whenever I know I was J at one point. I was JKL.
I remember being on J and K. I don't remember being on L.
I was on L. In Pennsylvania.
Whatever you were on, I was on, obviously. I just don't remember being on that one.
It may have different numbers for the different... No, same routes, I guess. Yeah, same bus. Yeah, I guess it would be.
Did you have the lady with black hair?
Yeah, the Guido.
Okay, did you have...
the Teresa Gudice?
Dude, that's
Teresa
exactly who she was, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you have the old guy that kind of had the Sam Elliott fucking mustache, beardish, goatee combo with the short hair version of Sam Elliott, though?
I had an older male bus driver, but I would never have ever been like, oh, the Sam Elliott guy. I would have gone more like the fucking John Lithgow with a beard.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
No fucking way. Sam Elliott was a stretch, but John Lithgow is the biggest fucking stretch of the imagination.
I pictured more like that, or more like
I don't care what you picture.
It was like
it's
a
not
Tom
correct.
Skerritt type.
That's actually accurate.
Like
yeah.
a Tom
okay, remember our
Skerritt
bus
type.
driver, Tom Skerritt?
Yeah.
I think he was L. I was on L.
Yeah.
He was L or J.
Dude, buses
and K
were
was the
cool.
Guido chick.
I need public transport needs
She
to
was
become more
awesome,
of a thing.
actually. I liked her.
If only the problem is, when you're in high school and shit, right? And that was transport. I guess is that public transport?
Actually, my story takes place on the Guido's bus. Now I remember I had to tell a story.
So is that public transport? I guess.
A school bus?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Oh, no, I was gonna say the difference. A school bus is chill, right? It's like-minded people. It's your peers. You get to have,
Yeah, school bus fucking rocked.
You get to get fist fights. You get to flirt with people, right? It's all cool shit.
You get to moon the other school
they gotta
buses.
fucking bring that mentality over to the public transportation system. But unfortunately, the public transportation system is just guys jacking off on buses. Like where we go one step too wrong? Like the whole bus idea worked for 18 years. Suddenly doesn't work anymore. What changes from fucking 19 onwards where men can no longer be on buses?
I think it's the thrill of it just being public.
I guess. It's like all you can find is guys jacking off on things, fucking people carrying like organs and fucking coolers and shit.
You know what it is? It's because the school bus is always going to school. The excitement of not knowing where the bus is going to stop, where it's going next.
A lot of crazy
that
shit
gets
happens.
the hormones
Between
going.
the mind,
I guess
this can go anywhere.
It gets everybody
how many
horny.
stops to come. Also, not to mention, you're
Also,
pretty
the
familiar.
nice flow of the
you're
bus.
Yeah, exactly. You're pretty familiar, and also you're facing each other, opposed to being your own little private
Bus is a
dociles.
sexy place.
They got the wheelchair ramp. That shit's pretty hot. They got 2 doors. That's fucking sexy.
Dude, exactly. 2 doors.
And also, the really crazy part is I have a back door. It's one long bench. That's fucking bananas.
Yeah, well, a lot can happen on a bench, bro. Have you ever spent time on a bench of a bus?
On a bench, man.
I have a lot of stories. You want to hear the story of the bench of the bus that I was
here's
on?
the one question, though. Wasn't it funny, though, whenever you get a bus, and it would just be like, or occasionally, somehow it would be like a substitute t-shirt. Every once in a while, you'd have the bus driver come on with a nice, shiny bus that day. Remember that? And you get like a newer bus, and you get it for like a week for some reason. It'd be like nice, shiny colors. Yellow had like the ribbed effect, ribbed for her pleasure, right on the side of the bus. It had actual seatbelts that actually were there and not cut off. Dude. Because every school bus I ever had somehow had where there's no seatbelts, or they only had the click-in part.
Yeah, or they only had one giant which you had to share with whoever you're next to. Who
Remember those nerd fucking kids who would fuck? Those were weird when there's the shared belts.
Yeah.
Remember those nerdy kids though who would like when the seatbelt wouldn't work? Cause like somehow every school bus ever, someone came on there with a knife and just cut off all the buckles, so there's just the flaps hung there. Remember this one nerdy kid? I think it was the kid Bernard in 3rd grade who came from Olo.
Dude, my story's way better.
Came from Olo with me. Went to school the first day with a briefcase instead of a backpack like a lunatic. And he was, I want to say he wore his uniform to school. Like he was that caricature from TV. Okay? And that kid then the following year went back to Olo because he couldn't handle being in public school. Okay? That kid on the bus fucking tied the bus straps around his waist.
Dude, what a loser.
I know.
What a fucking dork.
If he has, I'm 23 years old, there's a chance maybe he's one of those guys who like, enlisted at 18 and got married, right? I don't think it is based on the rest of the stuff I've established so far. But let's say it is. I really hope he married someone who just belittles him for the little bitch that he is. You're going to tell me you're going to go to school on the first day of school in public school with a briefcase, your uniform, and you're going to tie the seatbelt around your waist? All right? If we were in some sort of, bus goes off the side of a cliff, we're all stranded, they're surviving in the forest, okay? I'm eating him first. And they're gonna say they're gonna say, should we have a vote? We should have a vote. We should believe in democracy after we, eliminate the weak.
Exactly.
Okay? Fucking this guy, he tied his fucking seatbelt strap to his other seatbelt strap. It's a school bus.
And what cliffs were we around that we had to worry about
it's
that?
a school. Actually, I don't know. Rocky Point had those janky ass roads where they had the random divots once you got towards it was weird. Rocky Point had the half established section where we lived.
Yeah.
And then you got to the
on the other side of the tracks.
non-gentrified spot where it was fucking like old beach houses that people must have had for 80 years that were all run down, and like there were all these weird turns with a tree in the middle of the road, and like remember that one turn? There was this really jerk off kid. I mentioned him before in the podcast. He was the one who thought he was a fucking rapper, and he used to always fucking snap me and the boys, being like, "Yo, could you promote my fucking my SoundCloud song for me, please? Would you just post this for your friends?" And I'd be like, no. I did it, I think, once, right? Then this guy gets an interview on some podcast about as big as this one, and it's like a Long Island's underground rap, fucking heart and soul, fucking trap music, bullshit, fucking pop music, hip hop podcast show.
Nice.
And then he goes on that podcast, and I just remember he posted. I saw him posting clips, and he's all like, "Yeah, no, it's just it's the way I do my fucking music, dude. No, I don't know. It's just, I'm much more of a lyrical guy first, and then the beats. Much more lyrical than beats for sure. And so I'm just like doing my chicken scratch, just writing out my notes and shit. Got a big box, like a one you find in an office full of just papers and just bars, dude. Just a bunch of just legal fire I fucking wrote down over the years. And now I'm a little older. My voice sounds a little better. I'm just fucking, I'm just honing in on my craft. Where I'm attaching some sick beats my boys are producing for me.
Dude, that's really good.
That's how he acted,
That's a really good impression.
So he had one of those interviews, and then he immediately proceeded to unfollow every single person from the school.
Dude, that's the coolest thing he could have possibly done.
And he deleted all of his old posts, and now just posting under his rap name, which was I think his name. I'm just gonna I don't give a shit. His name's Nico, right? And I think his rap name was just Nico with 2 Ks. I was like, that's original.
Nico?
No, I think it was still Nico. He just decided to spell it differently. Like when you were a piece of shit and we were playing WWE or we're playing SmackDown vs. Raw 08, and you're like, what if I spell Robbie with a Y? What if it's ROBBYE?
No, bro. It's not. No. Tell the story right. It was spelling Robert in a significantly more eloquent way of ROBYRTT.
What is it? ROBYRTT?
Yeah. I got those 2 little funny accent notes on top of the Y. So
funny accent. That's funny. Make fun of people's culture and language. That's awesome. Now, as if we didn't have enough allegations of this just being a fucking, an alt-right pro fucking, white podcast. Now you're going to start making fun of other cultures for having accent marks? That's real funny and neat.
I see the accusations start when you start saying things like that.
Yeah, man. Someone's got to start stirring the shit. I can't wait. We should see if we can get Nico on this podcast. He can do the whole entire fucking.
No, back to that though, dude. So fucking cool that he just. That's the coolest fucking thing.
That's such a cool badass move. He's like, I'm gonna fucking unfollow immediately. He unfollowed everyone, deleted all of his old posts, and like I said, also. He did the fucking.
Dude, honestly, he is better than us.
And he was such a shit rapper. It was the fucking Darius Tony rapping, right?
That's tight.
And I remember he had like a bunch of photos he posted, which I thought this was so lame. The funny thing though is he did like a photo shoot, I guess, as Nico with 2 Ks or whatever.
He's Nico 1K, but when he's the artist as 2K.
Yeah, it's a real Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady kind of thing.
That's fucking awesome.
I remember he did a photo shoot.
You just almost fell right back into the voice there. I
almost did
for a second.
He did a photo shoot, and it's funny though because he did a photo shoot with a girl from our school. So it's like, she didn't get cut off the list, or did you have to refollow her and then be like, hey, you take photos for me, please? Which I always found funny. But it was just like one of those douchey photos where it's like someone who has a nice camera, so then like they oh, let's go take a photo, let's do a photo shoot. It's like they just went to some field, huh?
So not a real photo shoot.
And they just went to some field of he just looked like some long-haired leaping gnome in a field of tall grass.
Long-haired leaping gnome.
And it's one of those douchey photos though, where it's like, what should I wear for my fucking rap photo shoot? It's like, I don't know. I should probably. It's, for some reason, he thinks it's 2009, where like rappers are dressed in like the fucking.
Should I wear my hair down and be Cool Jim?
Cool Jim or like up and laid back Jim? No, but it's one of those douchebags where it's like, all right, it's summertime. What if I go where, you know, like those really piece of shit jeans where it's like, they're just like, everything about them is weird. I can't describe anything about them. They have like patches on them. They fit weird. They're tight around the fucking ankles, but they're loose around the knee somehow and then tight again up top. And there's like that weird 2 blue color like you get from Hot Topic.
I think those are the Hot Topic jeans.
And they have the tears all on them and shit. And they have then they have that random patch of a different kind of jean fabric, and they have like the fucking buttons on the side, just as colorful as jeans can get, right? Just ornate fucking jeans, okay? He's wearing one of those with like knockoff Jordan high tops, some, fucking stupid shirt where it was like, I don't know, it was like, Nashville Wings, and it's like, bro, you're the Long Island rapper. Why are you wearing a repping a shirt from Nashville from that one time your fucking dad before he left took you there,
Jesus Christ.
And then on top of that, he has one of those like bomber jackets. He looks like a douchebag. But this is all build up just to the real part of the thing. This is his rap photos, right? This is his fucking. He's like, hey, I'm coming onto the game, right? I'm stepping through the door. He's one of those douchebags who thought it was cool just to wear a fucking bandana around the fucking nose, just covering the whole entire mouth. So he had the skull one there, so it's a half a skull on his face. And like all of his photo shoots was covering the lower half of his mouth. He's always wearing that tie around bandana with the skull.
Covering his mouth?
Yeah.
Okay, because Nico 2K is someone entirely different than Nico,
It's just
man.
so fucking
He's committing to it. He's a fucking artist. What's your problem?
And I really hate that these guys are like, you know what the problem is? I released 10 songs and haven't popped off yet. You know why?
Yeah,
I need a
friends
music
on
video.
Instagram. Oh, okay.
That's the issue. Not that I haven't built enough catalog or it's just not good enough for it. No. I actually need to make a low budget music video, like a track where I'm just in my house, like, yo, yeah. What's up, boys? Huh? All the girls out there. Whoa. Yeah. It's like, wow. Maybe because you rap like that's the reason why. It's like, yeah, no, I'm fucking working on my shit, dude. No, for real. It's for real. It's just fucking. I took ayahuasca and I lived 3 whole lives. I lived 3 lives on my ayahuasca trip. And in the first life, of the 3 lives I lived that one night. Wow. Show me your dick.
That's really soft. That's stunning.
That's amazing. Wow. How tall are you? I'm actually 6'4". I'm actually 6'4".
That's so tall.
Wow, that explains why it's so large.
Were you 6'4" in all your lives?
I fucking hate people, man. That kid is the funniest part, dude. Honestly, I kind of hope he pops off, because then I'm gonna fucking destroy. No, the reason why I hope he pops off is because then he'll be all.
Cool.
What?
I had to give you a career so I could break. Whatever the fuck
I had to give you a career to destroy it. Lethal and just gonna sleep 6 feet deep.
Yeah, we go.
Fucking. The funny part though is I can remember it's gonna be. I was in 4th grade with the kid, right? So he's gonna be fucking doing something where he's doing some piece of shit music video, where he's just cheap, shitty rap music, right? He's gonna have that middling success where he thinks he's fucking like king of the world. It's like he's gonna get arrested. Like, you know who I am? And the cop's like, no, I don't know who you are.
Nico 2K, look me up, bitch.
Unfamiliar.
I'm on Google, bitch.
Unfamiliar, bro. Sorry. Fucking Google me, bitch.
Why don't you Google me sometime, Barbara?
The guy in 4th grade, all he could talk about. Okay, think about the time period. Okay, 4th grade. How old am I? 9 years old. It's 2009. What show is he talking about? He can't stop talking about it.
2009.
Yeah, I think the show's already off the air at this point, actually, but he's talking about it. It's recently off the air if it's off the air. I'm going to check. It might be on the air still. I don't know. 2009.
Some people were really hyped about that story. I had
the show ended in 2006. 3 years removed from it. He's watching reruns on Nickelodeon, I'm assuming. Maybe on, like, CMT, but I think Nickelodeon.
Is it a Full House?
No. That show did not end in 2006. That show was, like, 88 to 95.
I mean, who really can keep track of
2000
time?
to 2006. 6 seasons.
2000,
on Fox it aired.
Okay.
Comedy.
Oof. 6 seasons.
They're airing it on Nickelodeon. Reruns.
Can I get... can you use in a sentence?
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Gosh. Ready?
Okay.
You're not the boss of me now.
Oh, shit. It's Glee.
It's not.
It's Malcolm in the Middle.
I was going to say, wow, I hate being in the middle, but I thought that'd be too easy.
Yeah.
Fucking, and I couldn't think of what the words were. I was trying to think of the other part of the song. It's you're not the boss of me now.
Yes, no,
you're not
maybe.
Yep. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big. Yes, okay. So, maybe the kid was onto something. Maybe the show's actually pretty sick. And admittedly, it's pretty good.
Unfair.
But the point is, 4th grade, all he could talk about was fucking, like, watching He's like, and he'd always come in the next day, you watch the reruns last night on Nickelodeon.
No, dude, hold
and I'd be like, no. He'd be like, dude, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing?
I had the best
Oh my
memory
God.
of us getting
Okay.
McDonald's, and I used to fucking take those big ass Angus beef burgers 2 at a time because I'm a fucking badass. And we used to watch Malcolm in the Middle. That was tight, dude. That was a good memory I just had. Dude, fuck you. I still haven't told my story from a half hour ago.
Dude, the fact that you had to cut me off to talk about that's fucking astonishing.
I thought the whole...
You're like, hey, guys.
I thought the whole memory unlocked
Dude, remember
thing
we
when-
used to get...
Dude, fuck
you remember
you.
that time when you embarrassed me in front of the girl I liked, made a total ass of myself?
No.
Oh, yeah, because it literally just happened.
I don't know where all this anger is coming from.
Fucking... It's gonna be so funny though. Malcolm Middle was cool, but he used to come in and he'd be like, "You watched the episodes that they aired last night on Nickelodeon?" I'm like, "No, I did." He's like, "Dude, you're missing out. You should have watched it." He's like, Reese went to fucking military school and was doing like the march, and he threw his gun around, and he lost his gun. It was hilarious.
Dude, why does everybody from your past always go, bro? You see the following last night, bro. You gotta watch the following, or bro, Malcolm Miller
That's
runs Nick at
crazy.
Night.
Remember that? I was just like, "What the following?" Oh yeah, that Kevin Bacon. that kid sucks.
Bro, you guys check. You see that crazy shit that Reese got into last night? Malcolm in the Middle of
bananas,
military
dude.
school. What the
The
fuck's
funny
with
thing
your
though is, I
past?
guarantee, I remember listening to his first 3 songs, and his first 3 songs were all like fucking.
Oh, this was Nico before he was Nico with 2Ks?
Yeah.
Oh, this was a
is
different
4th
guy
grade.
entirely.
No, this was him.
Oh shit, we're getting the fucking. You're gonna
That's
be
my
like
point.
Nardwar going up
I
to
know.
him.
You're Nico. We have to know. Fucking. That's what's so funny about it though is he's talking about he's making these rap songs, about his whole like started from the bottom, fucking all
Started from
the
the bottom,
adversity,
that way.
everything I overcame, and blah blah blah. It's like, bro, you were fucking sitting around failing 4th grade math, watching Malcolm in the Middle. What struggles are you talking about?
Hey Nico, how's life? It's all right.
Just fine. All right. Think need a little me time. It's like, gee, that honestly, NF actually better.
Oh yeah.
Yes, shockingly. NF, who's also the worst rapper of all time.
Speaking of NF, you want to hear a good story about Queensryche that I was trying to say at the top of the episode? The top of the episode.
Sick segue.
Thanks, man.
Way to just really organically loop back to what you wanted to get into. Honestly, I'll give you
That
a
was
round of
pretty
applause
organic.
for you.
Thank you.
Not only was that really good, I'm actually shocked you were able to engage in a conversation with me when you want to talk about something so badly. Because usually what happens is when you get your idea, you just become a fucking dull nothingness.
Well, you want to know something funny about
What's
the
that?
idea? When I had the idea at the start, there was like this nice tone that I had established, and like it would have been easy segue
Right.
to the story. The story would have worked and it felt good.
And now
that I'm trying to
and
reach
go.
back to it.
And what
it's
is
probably
it?
not going to be that good because
Here
of
we
the
go.
fucking long. And
Starting now.
So I'm on the bus. Okay, I'm on bus K with the Guido bus driver. I'm
Yeah,
listening to
Guido.
Queensryche. Okay, because you always make fun of me for all I do is
meatball.
yeah. You always make fun of me how all the meatball. I heard
She's kind
you.
of hot,
Don't
wasn't she? Was she
fucking-
hot?
She was hot.
Looking back on her, she's like a trashy Staten Island tan hot girl. Yeah.
yeah.
Like black hair, but like slightly fried edges.
Yeah, a little too old for you, but like you knew she
Probably a little bit. Probably regularly has lipstick on the teeth.
Yep.
Can down a beer.
down to
Unseasonably tan. Gold hoop earrings as a bus driver.
So I'm on her bus. I want to say something very specific about her. I forgot what it was. That's why I paused. But anyways, on her bus, you make fun of me for listening to Queens.
There was one time on that bus
Dude,
ride
I'm going to fucking
where
break your teeth. in
Vinny
2
wasn't on the
seconds.
bus, right?
You can't
And
always
she spent
make
the
fun
entire
of me
bus ride
for
talking
not
to me
having
and
a good train of
Mike,
thought,
just
trying to get
straight up
television when I can never get through a story.
eviscerating Vinny,
Everything
saying how
I
much
say
of a little
seems
bitch she
ridiculous
was,
because
how
it's just so
annoying he was, how she
disconnected.
was tired of the dancing and the singing and everything else he would do on the
Balls
bus.
on you,
It was
bro.
so fucking funny that
The
she was just tearing
disrespect.
Vinny apart the entire time to us, and he was on the bus that day.
That is hilarious. I remember that story actually.
What were you gonna say? I wish everyone who heard could have heard my funny story, opposed to you just talking about whatever dumb shit you were saying.
You know what, Alex? This is actually a cool story.
Whatever stupid fucking idiotic story you're about to share with us.
How about you shut up for 2 seconds?
You're
Let me
like,
drop
I'm
some
walking on the
knowledge
street, this
on
guy
you.
kicks me in the nuts.
No, this first of all, that actually happened. Okay, that's a funny story. Everybody else laughs.
You were
when I
like,
tell
oh
that
my
joke.
god, do you remember we used to like watch Malcolm Middle and get McDonald's?
You know what, Alex?
What's your cool story? I'm sorry. Let's end on a high note. What's your cool story?
I'm on the bus listening to Queensryche like I always did at the time, which you always make fun of me for. I'm listening to their album Empire, and the last song is One and Only. And the opening lines to the verse is first time she looked at me, her smile caught my eyes, or something stupid and lame like that. But the point is, that line popped up the second she walked onto the bus that morning. She happened to actually stare in my direction. She probably wasn't smiling at me. My brain told me she was. But then, whole bus was empty. Open seats. Open seats, eyes galore. Sea of open seats. She still sat next to me.
Who did?
This cute chick that I thought was super cute on the
meant
bus.
the bus driver.
See how the story would have segued nice if I told her what I tried telling in the first place?
So you were on the bus listening to some
You
stupid
just fucking
Queensryche
trivialized
song.
this entire story within a matter of seconds, dude.
Honestly,
I fucking
you started
hate
talking
you.
about it, and my mind went to a different bus story
You're
I
the
was
biggest
remembering.
piece of shit in the fucking world, dude. You could give me 10 seconds? Fucking hate you. I'm sure your story was great because the 10 stories you interrupted me with. What was that one dumb story? Before we got into Nico, which was a great story, I'll give you credit for interrupting me about Nico at 2Ks, okay? You said
Nico
something
2K.
beforehand that was so fucking dumb about your
Should have
bus
gone by
experience.
Nico 2K. And then he just gets sued by fucking 2K. Like, no, we own
How
the
would you
rights to
spell
that.
that? N-I-2-K-O?
Yeah, yes. That sounds awesome.
That's pretty fucking sick.
And and then each album is like Nico 2K23, Nico 2K24.
I'm listening to a Queensryche song, having the line up exactly what's happening in my life, and the cute chick sat next to me on the bus, and she had no reason to. The bus was
Right.
full of seats. It's a cool story. It is
Did
a
you
cool
get any head?
story. No, I was like 13. Okay, I didn't have the fucking. I wasn't.
Didn't
Gonna, I
have
wasn't
that
going to do that
game.
in front of the bus driver.
That's true.
Not our Staten Island hottie bus
True, man.
driver.
That's true. Gotta keep your options open.
Thanks for trivializing that story. It was.
It was
a
a
good
sick story, dude.
It's
It
a
was
really-
awesome. It lasted
It's a
the
happy
whole
ending story.
90 seconds.
You know what else wasn't worth talking about? Because you know what? You're really just the biggest fucking. There's no word to describe what massive fucking piece of shit you are.
You are an enormous piece of shit. Where you going? I'm gonna go find a moral redemption at the roulette table.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. Fuck you. You ruined my story. Fuck you. Fuck you. You didn't champion my story. Fuck you.
Dude, you're such an asshole.
Fuck you.
And dude, what happened about before
Fuck
when you wouldn't stop
you.
talking, and then I didn't give you the answer you're looking for? Which how could I have known when you didn't stop talking? Thanks for helping me, Robbie. Can you just chime in and help me? Then I tried to tell my story. Great story, Robbie. Really tell us that story? That is a nice story. I should champion your story.
It's a great fucking story. I haven't ever heard the story before. Haven't ever heard the story before. How the fuck have I not heard that story before?
It's a shitty story. You're right. Never told it to you. It's the most dumb story.